Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, the Democratic vice presidential candidate running alongside current Vice President Kamala Harris, attended a pivotal Big Ten showdown between the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the No. 10 Michigan Wolverines at the iconic Michigan Stadium, also known as the Big House, in Ann Arbor on Saturday. With the 2024 presidential election just around the corner, Walz's presence at the game highlighted the delicate intersection of sports and politics, as well as the strategic importance of Michigan as a crucial swing state. As a passionate football fan and former high school football coach who led Mankato West High School to a state championship as a defensive coordinator, Walz's appearance on the field before kickoff with Minnesota head coach Fleck was a nod to his deep-rooted connection to the sport. Despite his football acumen, Walz, who is vying for the second highest office in the country, chose not to offer any predictions on the outcome of the game. A move widely seen as a political strategy designed to avoid alienating undecided voters in Michigan, where the race for the White House is particularly close. "I'm excited to be at the Big House and I'm excited to watch this incredible game," Walz said when asked about his thoughts on the matchup. However, he quickly pivoted to emphasize the importance of civic engagement, stating, "I'm more excited to see young people excited about their future, getting ready to vote." His focus on youth voter turnout reflects a broader Democratic strategy of energizing younger voters, especially in key battleground states like Michigan. Michigan has become a political bellwether in recent years. In 2016, Donald Trump narrowly won the state, flipping it red for the first time since 1988. However, in 2020, Joe Biden reclaimed Michigan for the Democrats by a slim margin of about 3 percentage points. Now, with less than 40 days until the 2024 election, Michigan remains one of the most hotly contested states, and recent polling shows a neck-and-neck race between Trump and Harris. In contrast to Walz's appearance in Michigan, former President Donald Trump attended the highly anticipated SEC clash between No. 2 Georgia and No. 4 Alabama in Tuscaloosa. While Alabama is a football powerhouse, politically, it is one of the reddest states in the nation. Trump won Alabama by overwhelming margins in both 2016 and 2020, and the state has not voted Democratic in a presidential election since Georgia native Jimmy Carter in 1976. Trump's rally-like appearance at the game was more about energizing his base than swaying undecided voters, as Alabama is expected to vote overwhelmingly for him once again in 2024. Walz's decision to attend the Minnesota-Michigan game rather than a more one-sided political environment like Alabama speaks to the strategic nature of his campaign's focus. Michigan, a purple state, has swung between both parties in recent elections and remains up for grabs. The state's political landscape has shifted in recent years, with Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer winning re-election in 2022, but it also previously had a Republican governor in Rick Snyder, who served 2 terms from 2011 to 2019. The stakes in Michigan are high, and Walz's careful navigation of the sports political arena reflects this. By refusing to pick a side in the Minnesota versus Michigan game, Walz demonstrated an awareness of the sensitive nature of appealing to voters in a closely divided state. Even though his personal loyalties as a Minnesotan might naturally lean toward his home state's team, his political acumen dictated a neutral stance. As the campaign heats up, sports events like the Minnesota-Michigan game are becoming key arenas for political candidates to make public appearances and connect with voters. For Walz, it was less about the game's outcome and more about sending a message to Michigan voters that he, and the Harris campaign, see their state as a priority in the weeks leading up to Election Day.